Kirby and I take educators out into the New Mexico desert. We spend a day visiting Spaceport America, pictured here. This is on our sunrise arrival on our first trip out there a couple of times ago. And we get a full day tour. We look at the spaceport facilities. We look at the Virgin Galactic facilities. Sometimes we've been out to the vertical launch facilities and gotten a good sense of their operations there. And then the next 2 days we spend in the desert looking at landforms that are analogous to places you would find on the moon or Mars or elsewhere in the solar system and beyond.
Being able to go out to the lava flows and yes, white sands, I'd never been, and it was just phenomenal. And just the connections that were made between the classroom pieces, the standards that you have to teach or get to teach, I should say, and being able to physically, put your toes in the sand or pick up a piece of the lava, of the lava flow, and just look at the geology of the environment around you, made that experience much more impactful. And I feel like those connections were so much stronger.
And let me just try to give you a preview of what it's like when we go out in the field in southern New Mexico. This opening screen right here, this slide is at Kilbourne Hole, which is a combined magma steam explosion crater. And we'll talk more about that in a minute. But really kind of the motivating factor behind a lot of this was showing Virgin Galactic ticket holders what they would be able to see out the window as they go into space. This red box on the lower left there shows a smaller volcanic field that nevertheless forms one of the highlights of our visit. A lot of people don't realize that when you look up at the moon at night, all those gray areas, you kind of notice those gray areas and the white areas. Well, the gray areas are actually cooled lava flows.
The part that is going to stand out for me for the rest of my life, and I mean this, and I'm actually getting like a little emotional thinking about it, was the trip to White Sands. That just stands out as a moment of, for a guy that doesn't go on a lot of trips, for a guy that doesn't really enjoy adventuring all that much, that was one of those moments that's going to stand out for me. And then I took away from it sort of a bigger understanding of the science that we're trying to teach young people and getting them interested in. It's a real world example.
We talk about all these things when we are out in the desert. We use the giant maps. When we're at Carrizozo lava flow, we've got a map of the moon and places where you'll see lava like that, and lots of fun ideas for ways you could take your experience of the awe and wonder of the cosmos and our planet Earth, and take that back to your students and create really engaging, meaningful learning experiences for them as well. So hope you all will join us. Your next steps here, of course, are to sign up for the experience at arieslearning.com/earth and space.